Ladies and gents, happy Monday, episode 126 piece of BTL. Hold the fry. Jovan, happy Monday, my man. Aren't you happy to get the week started? How we doing?
Yeah, I'm not happy to get the week started. Anybody who knows the college schedule knows that coming back from Thanksgiving is not fun. It's hell.
Okay. You got the old finals coming up, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of presentations tomorrow. Tomorrow
Okay.
is killing me.
Yeah. Well, how about let's worry about presenting some winners to the
Yeah.
squad today before then. Fuck your tests. How about that? You'll get through those. You'll be fine. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That is brutal, though. I remember finals week. I had to actually study and learn stuff for those 2 weeks. It was brutal. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was the worst. So prayers off to you. You'll be okay. You'll figure it out. You survived the weekend betting wise. How'd you do?
Oh yeah. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Kept it low key. Still wasn't feeling great, but had to make my way out to Fort Worth. Went to the game. Threw a couple bets, kept it pretty low key. This is like the first time ever I think it's been cold and rainy at a TCU game, like at home. Of course, it's now, but we kept it straight. Shout out the Frogs, finally beating somebody by more than 1 point.
Hey, you called it again. Shocker. You called your TCU team. God, man, and you keep saying they're gonna win, and I keep wanting to be like, well, you're biased to shit. And you're good, and you're wrong, and then they keep fucking winning. It's incredible.
See, that's the thing. That's what sucks about like this is like the only year that I've done this because people don't know that I'm very pessimistic in reality. Like when betting on TCU, just like this year, it's the only time I can just consistently do it because they're undervalued every single week.
Yeah, it's insane. They are the Orioles. The books don't know how to price them. The books don't know what to do with them. The books finally gave them respect in the last regular season game, laying 10.5 or whatever to the Cyclones, who are by the way,
yeah,
fire everyone. That program is absolutely in piss, in fucking tornado piss. That team, I lost more money on that team, I think, than any other team in college football this year. Anyways, fuck them and everything that they stand for. And yeah, TCU finally got some respect on the line. And like you said, all week when I kept talking about Iowa State, all you kept saying was, "Oh, TCU has never been, more than a 10-point favorite in a conference game." Look what happened. Feast your eyes. They absolutely rolled. So good win. Honestly, the VT game getting canceled, UVA game getting canceled. Probably a good thing for VT because we probably would have lost that game. So our season is done. Extremely disappointed with what I saw with our guy Brent Pry, but we're not going to go down that path. We'll give him another year. And see what happens. Don't know who the hell is going to play quarterback for us or what the hell we're going to do, but we'll figure that out next year. We've got plenty of college basketball today. We've got NBA, NHL. We've got Monday Night Football. If you guys saw the stream earlier today, me and my guy DeGen, who you guys all know, crafting up an SGP. So stay posted. We'll tweet that out too for Monday Night Football. Shit's going to smack. I don't know what you're thinking for this game tonight, but I like the Steelers. I like the under. I'll probably be on the Steelers as my one bet for the game. What are your thoughts?
Probably going to be my one bet for that game too, but I'd be lying if I said I was super excited about betting this game. It's a piss poor game.
It'd be weird if you were.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you were.
You bet.
Let's talk about the Manders for a second here. Can I get a minute? Left hand up. It looks like the right hand on the screen. It's not. It's my damn left. Okay. Unbelievable. Look, guys, I know you guys hate when I talk about my Manders or my DC sports for too long. I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to talk about them for a minute here because they deserve it. They have the best record in football the past 7 games. Best record in football the past 7 games. It's not Cap. It's Taylor fucking Heineke is what it is. The guy wins. He's a winner. This motherfucker was sleeping on his sister's couch 2 years ago, thinking about what fucking job am I about to get? I'm about to quit football. The guy was a backup quarterback in the XFL. He was a backup. He didn't even fucking start. And now he's 6-1 in his last 7 games. And he's getting his bonus check every week for 100K. Every time he beats a team, every time he wins, he gets 100K. The guy is an incredible story. If you can't root for this dude, you got some screws loose in your head. That's all I'm going to say. And the guy fucking wins. And I don't know how. He sucks. But they win games. Yeah. He sucks. But when they put him in the game, we win. So you know what? All the fucking losers out there saying it's time to put Wentz back in now that he's healthy, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. You either get it or you don't. All right? Incredible. Absolutely incredible from our guy Heineke. What else? Let's talk about the Sean Taylor statue. I don't know if you saw this, but I literally wanted to fucking I almost threw up when I saw this. It's so disrespectful. It's really so disrespectful. I mean, it's literally a Nordstrom mannequin that they threw on an old fucking Redskins jersey and some Adidas cleats for $20 that they got at fucking Nordstrom Rack and put it in a glass box. Are you fucking kidding me? Like this is the quality of a product we're giving a dude who was the heart and soul of our team, who got murdered in his own home in the 15-year anniversary of his death. This is what we give. I am out. I'm out of energy and I'm out of words talking about it. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. It makes me, I want to cry. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah. I don't know why I keep giving my money and my efforts and my attention and my time to this program who does shit like this. Yeah, looking like Todd Gurley's knees. Wow, from left field. Holy smokes, that Cowboys fan. But this is just unbelievable. Ray Lewis has a fucking beautiful statue that's ginormous built outside the stadium that everyone sees when they walk in. And that dude killed 2 people. And Sean Taylor's out here looking like a fucking mannequin? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Unreal.
Are you shitting me, dude?
They just find a way. Find a way with everything.
They fuck up everything. Everything. I'm starting to think this motherfucker Dan is doing this shit on purpose. And it sucks because Dan and Sean Taylor were extremely close, actually. They were extremely close. It really sucks. They actually had a very good relationship, and Schneider was also nowhere to be found during this. So he's probably hiding on his boat from the FBI. Unbelievable. Yeah. What else? Also, B-Rob's fucking weird-ass hat, dude. B-Rob, what are you doing?
That was hilarious.
What are you doing, B-Rob? I don't understand. He has the game of his life. He looks like Marshawn Lynch, and then he's got to be a weirdo and put on this damn hat in the locker room looking like, I don't even know. Like, what?
Supporting his boy, selling the big hats.
He is supporting his boy. But, like, what is going on with this thing, bro? Did you see the video of them asking what?
Yeah.
Did you see the video of them asking about it? They were like, what's good with the hat? Like, as he's, like, about to leave, like, he throws on this hat, and, like, no one around the room says anything. Everyone's like looking around. You see like the cameras moving. Everyone's like, what? Nobody's talking. And then you hear one media guy goes, B-Rob, what's up with the hat? And he just like looks up. He's like, oh, it's my boy's company, Big Hats. If you guys need one, hit me up. And just like walks out of the locker room. I was like, what the fuck?
It's fire.
Unbelievable. Kind of fresh.
Yeah, get Taylor.
We need to get Jovan. Let's get Jovan a big Tampa hat.
Yeah, give me a big Rays hat. I'll rock that.
Unbelievable. I mean, you have a big ass head, bro. It probably look like a normal hat on you, dude. Straight up.
Yeah, a little bit. Hair.
Yes. Good pure 08.
Oh yeah.
Yes. In a time when the news sucks and it's all, sad bullshit and politics blows and everything sucks and there's always just people bitching. It's good to just turn on your TV and see little 5'10" Heineke scrambling around the field. Looks like he's running for his goddamn life. And then he closes his eyes and chucks a fucking bomb down the field. And it somehow lands right in Terry's mitts. It's a great story. It's incredible. Quick thought on Fickle to Wisconsin. Great sign.
This is weird.
You think it's weird?
I mean, it's weird from his perspective. I mean,
Why
he
does
could
he?
have had.
Why Wisconsin? He's been getting offers left and right the
Yeah,
past
that's the
5 years.
thing. Like he chose to stay there last year, and he could have wrote a blank check for any job pretty much in the country. And I don't know
Auburn.
why I don't know why all of a sudden he just chooses Wisconsin. And that's, I mean, great signing for them. I just don't see why it makes sense for him.
Yeah, he's a Midwest guy. Marty's saying in
Yeah.
chat, makes sense. And maybe he doesn't want to play in the SEC. Do you blame him?
No,
You
I
blame
mean, I
him?
don't. Probably
Um,
blame his checkbook, but
that is
I don't
true. He
know.
probably would make a little more coin. That is true. Can't really blame him though for not wanting to play in the SEC, I guess. But yeah, let's see what he can make happen with Wisconsin and see if he can bring that program back. I think he will.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
This is
Okay.
the type of energy we just don't need. Don't need this right now. We
What
don't need it.
happens when TCU and USC lose this weekend? Well, why don't we talk about some of these games really
Yeah.
quick? We've got some time today. Why don't we talk about some of these conference championships real quick? Why don't we just power through? Are there only 6 of them?
I mean, there's probably more than 6.
No, there's more. Hold on.
More than 6 conferences, but I mean,
There's more. All right.
realistically, there's probably what, 2 good games.
Yeah. I mean, anything in this Akron Buffalo game that's going, I mean, that's not even a conference championship. That's just a game on Friday.
Yeah, it's just a makeup game.
Yeah, that one, and then the UNT UTSA game.
Yeah,
that's a conference championship, isn't it?
Is it? I guess probably.
Well, it's the same conference championship from last year, so I'm assuming so.
Yeah, I think everything except the couple MAC or one of the MAC games is conference championship.
Well, fuck that UTSA game. I don't give a shit about that one. Let's go to Utah and USC. I mean, let's not waste our time talking about that. Give me a break. Let's go to Utah USC. You got any thoughts on this one? Look, I was on USC. This weekend when I don't think I've seen a more lopsided dog in my entire life than Notre Dame. I mean, even you were on them. They got your ass too. Everyone. Now I kind of want to fade USC when I feel like people will be hopping back on, and I kind of want to take Cam Rising and Utah +3.
I would be very, a lot more motivated to do that had the first game not happened. Because that was a big trap spot. It's really hard to beat a team twice, which is what scares me about fading USC.
Yeah,
especially that first game was. I don't want to not give Utah credit, but that was such an emotional spot. Like with the death of the teammate, they're doing a little memorial for him.
Yeah,
huge game. Probably one of the. I think they said it was the largest crowd they had at Utah in however many years or whatever. Huge games. I don't want to take anything away from them there, but this is not that. This is a completely different environment. USC knows what they have to do to get in. I think Utah's defense is going to make life hard for them. Absolutely. Much harder than all the other terrible defenses they've been playing other than Notre Dame. But I don't know. I think USC wins out on this one. It's hard for me to see it any other way.
If all the bets and money continue to come in on USC and this line stays at 3, I'll be on the Utes. On the Utes.
I think it already moved up though. I think a point or so.
Yeah, +2.5-ish opener, around 3-ish on most books now. So it's moving. I mean, it's getting USC is getting absolutely shit hammered, so it's going to move a half a point.
I'm sure.
And it's early, but I lean Utah. I lean the Utes. It's hard as fuck to beat a team twice, but in this spot, I thought this would be sitting around 5.5, especially after that big win against Notre Dame. Utah is 9-3. I feel like their college football playoff chances are dead. They've been dead. Nobody's sprinting to go bet on this Utah team, right? I think this Utah team is stacked.
You got to think too, though, as far as the line goes. I mean, Utah was 3.5-point favorites at home in the first game. So,
yeah,
I mean, three is it's probably accurate.
It's a good point. And Utah literally beat them already, so they're not going to really make USC -6 probably, right? They already fucking lost them. If they made USC -6 after already losing to them, I'd probably be thinking USC might be the play. So that's a good point.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. If they're any 4 or 5 higher than this, that would signal blowout to me.
It's a good point. I mean, do you even want to talk about the line in Kansas State TCU, or are you going to shit your pants?
It's not weird. I mean, the same thing. I mean, TCU, we were -3.5 at home. So, I mean, what, point for a neutral site doesn't really scare me.
Does 90% of bets and handle on TCU scare
you? Yeah. Not really. Like, I don't it's like this just every week. Like, so it scared me at the beginning, but now I've just kind of learned to live with it.
I mean, yeah, right now you're fucking 12-0, and you've absolutely curb stomped any other team in a sharp spot the whole fucking season, but barring one game, barring the Baylor game, right? Besides that game, I mean, you guys are 9-2.
Yeah,
9-2-1 ATS.
As far as this goes, the first game was no, don't look at that, because the first game was in very bad weather.
Whoa.
So I wouldn't look at the points necessarily. Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe a tick high, but it's not in like relation to the first game?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Jovan. Number one, I'm excited to watch this game with you. I'll be down there this weekend. It's going to be absolutely electric. Number two, I'm going to be on Kansas State.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're going
Plus 2.5 is my favorite number.
You're going to be piss.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to be in fucking Cougar piss. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to stick where it opened. So I'm glad that's moved up to 2.5. So it's definitely liking that.
Yeah, well, if they end up getting 80-90% of bets and handle, and this line stays at 2.5 by Saturday, I'll be calling my local loan shark and asking for some fucking Kansas State coins.
Yeah, you better hope they don't play Adrian Martinez.
Yeah, what the fuck are they going to do at QB? I'm liking what I'm seeing without Adrian Martinez.
Yeah, it's the thing. I mean,
give me Will Howard. He looks great.
Yeah, Will Howard looks great. And I mean, I don't know if they just want to keep him in. They should. I don't know if they will, but if they play Adrian Martinez, fantastic. If
they have to. Okay. But yeah, give me Kansas State. I'm excited to sweat that one out with the squad. I'll probably be the only one on Kansas State. Awesome. Really excited for that game. I'm sure that'll go over well when I get in town. All right. Coastal Carolina, Troy. I mean, fuck this game. Fuck Coastal Carolina also. That team, talk about a team that just wins. They win.
Yeah.
They win games. So, yeah, even without their fucking star quarterback, they still find ways to win and cover. No, thank you. I'm not taking Troy. Even though this Troy team is legit.
Last week. Yeah, the Coastal Carolina, that's why I kind of want to take them this week. I mean, what were they? 2 touchdown underdogs against James
They
Madison.
Got destroyed by JMU, who manhandled them, yes.
And now this line's gotten shorter against what at least I would consider a comparable, if not better team than Troy.
Yeah. I mean, without fucking Grayson McCall, without McCall, this Troy team is better than Coastal. 100%.
Yeah. This total is very, very low as well. It's in that 48.
Yeah, it is a little low.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's a Coastal play.
Just might have to be. Coastal or the under.
Let's talk about these real games. We've got LSU, Georgia. Disrespect to LSU. My goodness. Make me want to take Georgia. Thoughts?
I think if you think that you want to take LSU, because I do think the line's a little big, but I think it might be pretty accurate come like first kick. I think it might possibly land on that 17 spot. I think the over is a solid play too.
Okay.
So realistically, I don't see how this LSU defense slows down Georgia, and if they scored 2 touchdowns or a touchdown and a field goal or whatever, 2 scoring possessions, I think this gets over. So I think it's Georgia's in the roll.
All right. Our guy Pega asked in chat is gassed up right now. Let's go, Pega. Okay. Looks like they dropped the AP poll for college basketball. Need to check that one out too after this. UCF Tulane. You like anything in that?
I mean, this is an interesting line. I mean, Tulane was 1-point favorites. They lost the game outright by a touchdown in one of the biggest games of their team's history, both at home, like this one will be too. And now they're hanging 3.5. Certainly very interesting. And I know this is a UCF team that's coming off of a pretty, I would say, subpar performance against USF, where they blow a 4-touchdown lead, made that game close to the end. But I mean, Tulane, after that first game, I'm shocked to see him favored by over a field goal. I think the field goal crossing that line is huge after that first performance. So give me the wave.
Revenge game.
Yeah.
Revenge game for the wave. Somebody in chat was like, yeah, B Camp. Nuke and Tulane, 2-10 last year to conference champs. Sure. It definitely worries me a little bit. They're definitely a public team. They made some people, sure. I mean, they're 10-2 ATS this year. They made people proud. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of teams in these conference championships are really good ATS. There's a reason they're here, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tulane's been a great story. I'd probably lean that way too, but I don't know if I'll be betting it because Tulane's a public team.
Very.
Clemson, UNC. I like UNC. I think UNC might beat them outright. I know it's not a great spot for fading Clemson here after they're coming off a loss. I mean, how often does this team lose 2 games in a row? They don't. They don't. But we're getting 7.5 points here, Jovan, with a significantly better quarterback. Pretty decent team. You know, Clemson might come out and look like the good Clemson that we haven't really seen all year, but they continue to come out and underperform and underwhelm me. And I still think they're overrated, overhyped. I want to back Drake May. I think this kid's absolutely electric and one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And I think he keeps this one within 7 points. Any thoughts on this one?
I really don't know what to do with this game because I think this is a pair of teams which are dead, frankly. Like they don't have that much to play for other than, you know, whatever New Year's Six bowl placement they're trying to go after, whatever it is. But I don't know. I mean, this UNC team is supposed to have, you know, their offense as a strength of their team, which going against Clemson, how much is that going to mean? You don't really know, but their offenses look terrible like the last couple of weeks. Drake May has not looked like the same Drake May we saw putting up 60 points every week at the beginning of the season. So I don't know. I think Clemson might have a little backdoor on them on a late touchdown. That's what worries me. That's really what worries me.
Yeah, what worries me is the effort level of UNC's team. I'm with you. I know Dabo's going to have them boys playing right. Always does. Always does. Yeah, Clemson's going to play hard. That scares me a little bit. Not going to lie. But I'll probably be on UNC. All right, you want to go through NHL and NBA really quick, and then we can kind of dive into these college basketball games because there's some good ones.
Yeah, we can breeze by it. Okay. It sucks because again, this is another day. We'll probably be revisiting it back at the end when they drop some of the props to see what we can be on. But a lot of these lines have been moving a little bit. I was gonna look at the Rangers. They're sitting on a pick 'em for a while. That line's moved a little bit. I was really excited to get on the big move with the Sabres against the Lightning, but then it turns out that both of the backups got announced, which I still think that's a pretty sizable move for the Sabres going. The Lightning went 195 to like 145. Granted with the backups, but they're both backups in that. So a 50-cent move still seems a little aggressive for that game, I would say. And as square as it is, the over is probably hitting that game too, with both of those backups in. But there's nothing really crazy. I don't know. Is there a line or two that's caught your eye or on the ice?
Yeah, the Sabres, for sure. The Rangers. Maybe the Devils are coming back down to earth a little bit here. I know they've lost a couple games, or they've at least lost one game recently.
Yeah,
I think they've lost one game. That was one game over the last month. I don't like the way the line moved, but I mean, I feel like where the line opened up, it's a little sketch. I don't know who's in net for these teams, but I like the Rangers. Barely an underdog against 18-4 New Jersey. I know the Rangers are good though, right?
Yeah. Definitely no slouch. Definitely no slouch.
Yeah. But that one sticks out to me. about it.
Yeah, slim day. We'll say they're
That's about it.
starting to load up a couple of the goals allowed. So I'm looking at
Okay.
those.
Anything weird or no?
I mean, they do have. He's played very, very limited games. What I think this three this season. The Sabres backup Lukanen, and he's up for 3 goals allowed, which is solid. He's hit that once, hit the over once. But nothing too crazy yet. We don't have any insane ones up. So we'll wait. There's only 3 goals up. So we'll see.
The Colts haven't beaten the Steelers in 15 years. How about in 2017 when the Colts beat the Steelers 19-15? Bet Beast. Does that year not count? Let me know. Anyways, let's head to the. I love when people just throw stats out and they're just not true. Unbelievable. All right, let's go to NBA really quick. Don't want to spend too much time here because who knows who's playing, who knows what the lineups are. But you taking anything in my Wizards, in the Wizards game?
I mean, they did go dog to favorite, which is a little obviously catching my eye.
With no money on them too.
Yeah, not much. So I mean, if that's not a big injury situation, you know where I'll be. Scares me. I mean, the T-Wolves have not been playing great basketball lately, which is
and Kuzma might be out too.
Yeah, I mean, if he's out, cool. I'm fine with that. Love that.
If he's out and the Wizards stay at -1, I'll be on them.
Yeah, got to keep them out.
How about Johnny Davis just being terrible, by the way?
Yeah.
He's terrible. He barely even gets points in the G League. I saw one highlight of him all year from the Wizards Twitter. Not good. Not a good first-round pick. All right. Any other weird lines? I'm scoping. How about Toronto, the favorite at home?
Toronto.
Against Cleveland.
Not even just being the favorite, but I think the move, it's climbing quick. And again, I don't know any of the injury situation in that game or whatever it may be, but climbing up to 3.5 real fast, and it's only noon is definitely catching my eye.
Yeah, looks like Jared Allen is out. Looks like Kevin Love is out. Scotty Barnes is questionable for Toronto. Pascal Siakam is questionable for Toronto. Some question marks.
There's a lot.
Some question marks.
We'll see.
Okay. Colts beating the Steelers in 2017 was a preseason game. Is that true? If that's true, I owe you an apology, Bet Beast. Hold on. If that's true, I owe you an apology, Bet Beast.
Raps getting people back today, you think?
That might have been a preseason game. Bet Beast. I will never doubt you again. You were correct. Good call. Okay. Anywho, back to the NBA here. I'm not loving too many lines here. That Toronto game, I guess I like, but also could be because Kevin Love and Jared Allen are out. Right?
I think those guys haven't been playing. I'm awfully sure. I mean, the only reason I would think is this: if they get an influx of their guys back who have been out for a while, that should be the only reason. Only reason they're getting this game.
Okay. Lean Toronto, and let's stay posted with injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. OKC still getting mad respect by the books. I don't get it. How about the Bulls? Barely a dog against Utah. Any thoughts on that one? Looks like Mike Conley might be out.
Yeah, I refuse to bet the Jazz games. Just absolutely
fair.
Refuse. So they don't get shown any respect from Vegas just because they're good and shouldn't be good. So I'd be lying if I told you I said I'd read any of their lines correctly. And the Bulls too. The Bulls have been jumping around quite a bit too. A lot of times they're undervalued. Sometimes maybe it's catching up. I don't know.
All right. A couple other weird games to take us home, and then we're going to dive into these CBB games. We've got Sacramento only getting a point at home against Phoenix, still without Cam Johnson, still without Crowder, still without CP3. Sacramento, I mean, they were red hot, but they're coming off of 2 losses. Do you like the Kings here getting a point against the Suns? Or are you staying away? Is Devin Booker still going sicko mode after he got dumped? What's going on here?
Yeah. Another one where I really want to make sure that there are not too many or too much bad news that I'm buying into. The Suns here. Because I know they've had plenty of guys out. I want to make sure that it's the same group of guys because I do think the line is a little short. But sneakily, I mean, people don't realize this. I mean, the Kings are a lot better than I think people give them credit for. I mean, what are they said? 10-8.
Yeah.
10-7. Yeah, I mean, they're not a terrible basketball team. And the Suns, with their injuries, I'd say their line respect has gotten shorter and shorter, rightfully so. So it's definitely a little short. I'll keep my eye on some of the injury news.
Dude, why are the Lakers -3 against the Pacers, man? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Looks like LeBron's going to play. He's probable. I mean, they need him to play every damn game. AD is questionable. AD can literally suck a fat one. He sucks. What is going on with that, though, man? The Pacers have been pretty decent. The Pacers are 11-8. The Pacers win games. But don't let the Lakers get hot. They've won 4 or 5. They seem to have turned it around at least a speck.
Yeah.
Them sitting at -3 is a lot of respect. A lot of respect for the Lakers. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, might have to do it. Just might have to do it.
Oh, God.
It's a tough one. I mean, Anthony Davis actually decided to play basketball in the last couple of games here, last week or so, which is great for them. They're not going to win any games unless he actually grows up and starts to play basketball with LeBron again. LeBron looked good. He struggled coming out of that first game or two back from his injury, and now he's had a good game. He looks good. This Pacers team, another team that doesn't really get much line respect. So, I don't think the line is too crazy because they're definitely a better team than I guess Vegas gives them a little credit for at this point. But this is -3. -3 is a lot, I would say. So as long as it doesn't continue to tick back, I'll look to the Lakers.
Okay. God damn it. You're about to do it again, huh?
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too. Okay. Sacktown +1 potentially. Lakers -3 potentially. Okay. That's enough NBA for one day. A better just dropped $900,000. Okay. On USC -190 to beat Utah. And you want to take USC's?
I'm not taking USC. I was saying I was going to play. I would love for USC to lose. I'm rooting on everybody in the top 6s other than ours downfall.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fire profile pick too. Just cake boss.
Cake boss.
Ray Panini in chat. If I end up betting on the Wizards tonight, I'll go to the game. So stay posted. So my buddies are going. So if I end up betting on them, I'll go. Okay. Rangers ML got to be the Krabby special today. Is that so, Corey? Is that so? I like them. I don't like the way that line moved since it dropped, but
hate that move.
Let's stay posted on that, okay? Let's cut the shit. Let's dive into CB base, okay? We cooled off a little bit at the end of last week, right? Their vacation. We had some sicknesses, the holidays. Excuses. We've lost some squad rides in a row. All right, let's be transparent. #transparency. Okay, we've lost about 3 in a row. I think it's time to saddle up and get back on track. Chat, okay? Cut the shit. Why have I not said good morning to you? Fat Girls Inc., good morning. Okay, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing splendid.
That's what we've been missing. That's what we've been missing. Right?
That is what we've been missing. You know what else we've been missing? The Pickett ad. That's what we've been missing too. Okay. Follow me on Pickett. Okay, you want to know what I'm sneak nuking? You want to know what I'm putting a disgusting amount of money on? You want to see what I have, a rack on Alabama last night instead of just a normal POD, $100, $500? Follow me on Pickett. Okay, follow my guy Jovan. Follow the squad. Download it. Track your bets. Be accountable. Know how much money you're up and down. Grow up. Okay, that's enough. It's enough losing in the gambling world. Let's win. Let's track. Let's be responsible. And let's continue to grow up and be smarter and better bettors. Okay? So give me a follow. All right? Krabs, I have no heat in my house because of your picks. Go to the Wizards game tonight. Ray, I promise you, I'll let you know if I go, and I will buy you a beer. All right? I'll come meet you. I'll buy you a beer. All right? Can you see the bet and handle splits on Pickett? Yes, I do use Pickett to look at splits. It's a great resource to use along with a bunch of other sites. Okay? Do your due diligence, study, okay? Come up with your own bets. It's your money. We're here to help. We're here to guide. We're here to give you our winners, all right? That being said, how about that Bama game last night?
How about it?
Holy
years.
Smokes.
Years off my life.
Bro, there were times when I just wanted it to be done. I just wanted it to lose. Legit. I legit wanted it to lose. If you guys weren't watching that Bama game last night, first of all, Bama was never in doubt. Second of all, what a game. What a fucking game. I have never sweat more than that Bama game. That makes two of us, Spicy McNutt. That game probably caused me some heart issues down the line. I need to go talk to a cardiologist because, my God, that is why college basketball is the best sport to watch, the best sport to bet on, just the best sport. That was incredible. Just two teams, just nobody wanted to win. And just a bunch of scared 18-year-olds passing the ball because they didn't want to shoot it and taking terrible shots when they did. I mean, it was literally who wanted to lose less.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
Very interesting game.
Yep. I do need to send Caleb Love a thank you card. Yes.
Yeah.
Christmas card. Anyways, that was yesterday. Today's today. All right. Let's cut the shit. Let's dive in because the PODs have been going okay. They're 7-4. The prize picks have been doing okay. I got to update my record after yesterday, but we're smacking prize picks college basketball props like it's literally our job. Yeah, those have been doing okay, but we got to pick up the other CBB plays. All right. I got to pick them up. All right. Let's cut the shit and dive in. Anything in these early games you like?
I mean, no, all the people want some plays for this random, what is it, UC Davis Boston game we have starting.
They don't want them. They don't want them. They need them.
They need them. I have no clue. I mean, I lean UC Davis in that game, but I don't know. What are your thoughts there?
I lean UC Davis. I lean the over. I'm not betting this game. If I had to, I'd be on UC Davis. I like the way the line's moved. I'll be honest. I don't like that Boston's coming off of 2 losses where they were the favorites. But this is not the same Boston University team that got on fire at the end of last season. Okay? This team is younger. This team is not great. UC Davis can play a little bit. UC Davis can play a little bit. Hence why that line's probably moved -2.5 to -4.5.
Yeah.
I'll take them. I'll take a shot on them. Pretty sure it's neutral.
Believe
neutral
so.
Site. Let's see. Looks like the Sharps are on UC Davis. Okay. I'd lean that way. It's in Milwaukee. Yeah. I'd lean UC Davis, but I'm not playing them. Okay.
Yeah.
Dartmouth, Grambling. This Grambling team is not very good. I don't really know why that they were getting votes to be ranked the other week. That was kind of weird. They just lost. Yeah, that was weird. They lost outright to Incarnate Word when they were -9 in their last game. Dartmouth just won outright. to UTSA, a decent team. Not great, but better than Dartmouth. I'll be honest, I initially leaned Dartmouth, but after the line is moved from a pick'em to -1.5 on Grambling, and after I kind of just outlined that situation, I think Grambling might be an okay look here, but I'm not betting it. Any thoughts?
Yeah. No chance. I mean, I thought, because we were looking at it, I mean, it went to Dartmouth -1.5 like an hour before we started this. So I'm like, okay, I'd be all in on Dartmouth. They had the same situation with Incarnate Word. They won as 7.5 point or lost as 7.5 point favorites outright. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. This Grambling team is not very good. Dartmouth also not very good. So I would have leaned them, but this movement is just keeping me so far away from this game. It's just bouncing back and forth. Mm-hmm. I have no clue what to do with this game, and I really don't care to get involved.
Yep. Not betting it. If I had to, I'd take Grambling. Probably if I had a gun to my head, but I do not recommend betting on this game. This game sucks. The 2-day games today suck. I'm sorry, guys. They played yesterday late too. Okay. Minnesota VT. Here's a real game.
Yeah.
Here's a real game. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit scared about this one. Yeah. VT, we're sitting at 6-1. That's great and all, but we've looked like shit last couple games. I mean, we barely beat fucking Charleston Southern, who shot the absolute lights out from 3 the other night at home in Blacksburg. So we barely snuck by and beat that team by 5. We haven't covered in over a week and a half. Minnesota is not very good, but you know who is? Tyus Battle. And you know who might give us some issues? Tyus Battle. Jamison Battle. This kid is good. He's good. And I don't really think we have a guy who can body him. Mutz is going to do, his best job that he can on Battle. I'm assuming he's going to be covering him, and that'll probably cancel him out a little bit. So I'm interested to see who else from Minnesota kind of steps up, because Battle really is their only guy. But I thought this spread opened up way too big. I'll be honest with you. I thought it opening up at -13.5 was pretty ridiculous. I thought it'd be at like 6.5. So I initially was like, holy smokes, I like VT here a little bit. But that line is coming back towards Minnesota, and probably for good reason. I think they cover this game.
I mean, you got to remember, too, this is a Minnesota team that was underdogs to Cal Baptist. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, how much respect can they really show him or show them on the line?
They get no book respect, which is probably why they opened up at +13.5. And that line has moved 2 points towards Minnesota. So with half the bets.
Yeah, I'll take them. Give me them.
Yeah, I like Minnesota.
Especially with that total being where it is. I mean, just 11.5 still feels like a lot for a game that's probably going to be very ugly, very, very much like that Cal Baptist game. A lot of slower possessions than Virginia Tech's been playing with. It's just going to be ugly, grinded out. They got, other than Mutz, I mean, Virginia Tech's defense is traffic cones, respectfully. Yeah. So if Minnesota can scratch a couple across, it's going to get close. So I'm down to ride that.
Who else on Minnesota do you think is going to step up?
I mean,
because Mutz will pretty much cancel out Battle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much in the Dawson Garcia group. Or Dawson Garcia is not very good group. I think he just gets buckets here and there, but he's not really that good. But against the Virginia Tech defense, it doesn't scare me. He might be the guy today.
Yeah. Yeah, Dawson Garcia can put up some points.
Yeah.
Okay.
The volume guy.
And then they've got a couple okay guards. This Cooper kid is okay, the junior, but I mean, this team is just not that good. I don't know. I feel like VT could get out to a decent lead like they've been doing, and then just kind of melt it away as the game goes on. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. I'm not betting it. I'm not betting the Hokies. I'm not fading the Hokies. I need to watch them play better. They have not looked great at all after their hot start. So they need to bounce back after losing to the Wagon College of Charleston last Sunday. They got to bounce back.
Yep.
They got to bounce back.
Yeah.
Any other games sticking out to you, brother?
I mean, I would say probably best game on the slate, or at least should be the most, I don't know, best teams or best two teams collectively on the slate. It's probably Seattle Washington, which I think that's
Yeah,
going
that's
to be
a good one.
a really good game. And I kind of like the under in this one here because I just don't think I think the line is high for a reason. And it's the way that Seattle plays, but I just think Washington's defense, like they play a zone, that's going to slow them down for a lot of that game. Like I would probably even consider a first half under if you want to keep it to that because I do think it'll take them a while to figure out that zone, especially with their guard play is super inconsistent on the perimeter and especially ball handling wise. So I think this game is going to be very slow to start. So I kind of like that under. I think it's starting to trend down, which I've been kind of waiting for because it did initially go up. Yeah, it initially went up to like 141 and a half, starting to come back down to like 141, which is good. I just think it's a little too high, and I'll probably target a first half on that one.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Seattle in this spot? I know a lot of our sharp buddies are on Seattle. Both these teams, I mean, first of all, Seattle hasn't played in, 10 days. So that's scary,
Yeah.
first of all. But when they were playing, they beat Portland outright. We've seen that team give a lot of ranked teams some serious trouble this past week. Seattle's 5-0. Haven't lost yet. Haven't really played anybody good yet, besides that Portland team that's pretty decent. But you look over at the other side, Washington just fucking beat St. Mary's outright in an incredible game. So they were plus 10.5 and won that game outright. Both teams are kind of in sell high spots, in my opinion. Seeing a school named Seattle that a lot of people probably haven't even heard of playing against a basketball school like Washington that has been, the number one team in the country in the past decade at times. Seeing Seattle only getting 5 points is definitely a little sketchy. You're going to see, squares initially kind of lean towards that Washington -5 against a random school, right? But I'll be honest with you, Seattle's getting some chunk of change here. They're getting less than half the bets on the spread, but they're getting 75% of the handle. So people are betting on this team, or the people that are betting on them are betting fat. This is a rivalry game. This Seattle team is no joke. They've been pretty decent, at least, last season. So I think Seattle covers. I've seen a lot of our sharp buddies on them already. Do you have a thought? Do you have thoughts on the side here?
No, I certainly like Seattle because I think like going back to the St. Mary's game, that's probably the most important part of this to me. They're coming off of that game against a team that a lot of people I would say think is very good in St. Mary's, but they're another team that I think is very overrated. You said it here perfectly. Anybody with any slight lick of athleticism is going to beat them, like pretty frankly. I don't think they're that good of a team. I just really don't think so. But the name and the beating them, honestly, it was a little more handily than I think the score indicates because they let them fight back for parts of that game and then take it to overtime. But they beat them as 10.5 point dogs. That's going to carry. And again, like the name brand of Seattle itself, that's not going to carry very much. I think it's a good spot for them here because I do think like that zone is going to come out slow, and that's kind of going to be the game that they want to play for a while. But I think eventually it's just going to be too much. I don't think Washington offensively is going to be able to take advantage of what they're going to do, slowing down Seattle for the beginning of that game.
Yeah, and we've got some studs playing in this game tonight. I think this is the last game of the night. Cameron Tyson on Seattle, the kid who transferred from Houston a couple years ago. This kid has been nothing but spectacular for this Seattle team. Number 5, my favorite number. You want to bet on this kid? He looks like he plays on University of Seattle. He's got a beard and hippie hair. I want to bet on this kid. He's averaging like 30 points a game. No joke. So he's been absolutely tweaking. Now they've been playing against they've literally been playing against traffic cones, and he dropped 35 and 32 against UCSD and Prairie State, or Portland State. Sorry. So can you take those into account? But he did drop 18 and 4 of 10 from 3 against a pretty decent Portland squad, who I'd say is, a top 100 team in college basketball. So had a good game against them. And you look at the other side, you've got Keon Brooks, who is finally starting to do shit. It's good for him. The kid who transferred from Kentucky, who never really, panned out, I feel like there, but he's kind of the guy here in Washington, and he's been having a heck of a year, in his senior year too. He's kind of been leading this team. So you've got some stars. Stars. I like Seattle in this spot. But like our guys, Rep the Bets is saying, our buddy Cameron Tyson is college basketball's leading scorer. People are going to see that when they do their 1 minute of research on these games. I hope Seattle doesn't turn into a public dog, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But for now, give me Seattle. Yeah,
for sure. Give me them in the under.
Have you seen the line moved? Yeah, and the under. Have you seen the line move at all?
Don't believe so, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see it go down to 5, 4.5 by the time this game tips off.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, we would love to see. But
yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a move yet.
Okay. Any other games stick out to you or no, bro?
Not really. I mean, just splits wise, it's interesting on some of these games. Just random lopsidedness. I mean, the underdog with the most handled today, which I was just looking at, was just random and weird, is Omaha.
Bro, and I have this thought process in the back of my mind for the last 2 years as well, that this Omaha team they're good and they're going to break out and they have this great offense and this really good coach and they shoot threes all the time. And for the last year and a half, I'm waiting for this team to fucking bust out and do something. They've been fucking terrible the last 2 years. They haven't done shit. So I'm out on Omaha. Fuck them. I don't know why we all think they're good. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird. But I mean, I have no idea why they're getting 47% of the money line handle in that game. That's weird. Super weird. Super weird.
Incarnate Word is a decent look. I know we've seen our guy Buzz on them. We've seen a couple people on them. We saw the line move from plus 9.5-ish to plus 8, plus 7.5-ish, which I like. But I will say it's not a great spot to take the Word. Not a great spot at all. This team is coming off of, 2 outright wins when they were underdogs, plus 7.5, plus 9.5 to Dartmouth and Grambling, like we just talked about. A team that for some reason people thought were good for a second, getting some AP votes at one time. They just beat them outright. And then you look over at what San Antonio has been doing. This team has lost 2 games back-to-back to Dartmouth and Grambling. And they were minus 4.5 in both those games, and they lost outright, one of them by 20 points. So I think this is a good buy low spot for UTSA, and I think Incarnate Word might turn into a public dog. So you've been warned here. Be careful on Incarnate Word. I think this could be a good bounce back spot for UTSA. But the line movement from plus 9.5 to plus 7.5 just keeps me off.
Yeah,
keeps me off.
Just a bit.
That's kind of where I'm at in that one. If I was soft and we're laying minus 3 hundos, I'd be saying, take UTSA out. They get this one done. But can't be betting those. Can't be betting those. Cannot. How about Troy only getting 16.5 points to Arkansas? Does that tickle your fancy at all or no?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a matter of only. I think the Troy team is decent, and I think it's ticked back a little bit too. It opened 18 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that the Troy team's decent, and Arkansas is coming off of a very emotionally and physically packed week coming out of Maui. So I think it's fine. It's a fine line.
Texas Southern. You taking a stab at that too? Kansas and Arkansas coming back from fucking war in these tournament games, and now they're getting these shit teams in huge letdown spots. But I don't like the way the line's moving in this Texas Southern game. It's moving towards Kansas. Troy, I can get behind a little bit, but Texas Southern, I mean, this team has lost its coin already this year. They suck.
Yeah, Kansas hasn't covered as a favorite this year.
Oh, shit. All right, keep me away from that one. Keep me away from that game. No, thank you. No, thank you. And they're coming off a loss to Tennessee by 15. Sure. Kansas probably fucking rolls in that game, honestly. Okay. Pitt Northwestern. This Northwestern team is not like this. Pitt sucks, though. So
Yeah,
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? You
I
selling
don't
high on
think.
Northwestern? Are you betting on this shit Pitt team?
I mean, I don't think that this Northwestern team is good, kind of in any respect. But I do think that it's a little weird that they're getting 7.5 points. So that's kind of keeping me off because, I don't think they're this good. Vegas hasn't said that they're this good, and now they're starting to give them a little bit of respect, which is a little strange, I think, especially with the way a lot of these games have been going. They've been playing really ugly, low-scoring games, which would probably perfectly play into like a very close game down the stretch here with Pitt. So to see 7.5 is a little strange. So keep me away.
Yeah, and Northwestern has been an absolute underwagon. I mean, they're 6-0 on the under this season.
Yeah.
I mean, their totals in the last couple of games were minus 134, or sorry, 134, 130. You're seeing it today set, I mean, even lower at at 128.5. Holy smokes, man, that is low. Although it's gone up from where
It's
it
going
opened.
up.
So
It's weird.
maybe their offense wakes up a little bit here, and maybe that's why they're laying 7.5. Yeah, fuck this game. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't gone over. They haven't even like sniffed the over and over 130-ish in their last 3 games. Like I haven't even sniffed it. Not even in the same area code. So to see that one going up in with these two offenses, might have to take a stab at the over.
Can Nevada keep getting away with it, Jovan? Can Nevada keep getting away with it? I'm not sure why or how this line is moving towards Nevada, with Sam Houston being a public dog, to say the least, today. I mean, everyone's all over Sam Houston, the trendy mid-major. They're undefeated, and Nevada, nobody really thought twice about this season, but they've actually looked really good, especially defensively this season. Their defense looks great. I'll be honest with you. I kind of like the under in this game. And I don't hate Nevada either. Do you have any thoughts in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I like Nevada. I mean, the line, like you said, line's moving their way. I think Sam Houston is kind of the team that's on the other side of like the Seattle. Like this team is performed really well this year. That they have a couple better wins than I would argue Seattle has. So this is obviously a team that's reflected in the splits that people are loving to bet on, and the line's moving the opposite way. So I would lean Nevada here. I think Nevada is a team too that I don't know if they're necessarily getting away with it because I mean they've shown that they can at least compete in many different ways. I mean they got in a shootout with Kansas State, which they honestly should have won that game. Their defense was really good in spots against Tulane and a couple other offenses that they play. They're really good too. They can score. They can win kind of low-scoring, ugly games. They can do it a lot of different ways. So I've been impressed by this team. I think they're okay. And Sam Houston, kind of same thing. They've gone to places and won games. They've won them with their defense. So it's going to be an ugly, low-scoring game. So I'm fine with Nevada.
Hey, Corey, like you said, man, today sucks. The games suck. Take it easy today. If you don't have any bets you like, take the day off. Take your girl out. Take her out on the town. Get yourself some brownie points. That way you can lock in the rest of the week. You know what I mean? Take care of your shit tonight. All right? Do your duties. The card sucks. If you don't like a bet today, that's okay. You don't have to bet every day. But if you want to, we're here to give you winners. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. I like that under in that game, by the way. I like it. It's gone down a point. Nevada's defense is legit. I mean, Sam Houston is coming off of a game they just won by 30. I mean, they put up 80 points in their last game. They put up 88 points the game before against Northern Illinois, who, by the way, Northern Illinois might be the worst team in college basketball. FYI, they're fucking terrible. A little bit of an overreaction there. I mean, we've seen Nevada put up some points in a couple games too. You know, they put up 87 against Kansas State 2 games ago and lost. So these teams can score a little bit. This total being set in the 120s, I think, is pretty fucking telling. I like the under in this spot. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I don't mind
that. Yeah, Ollie gets it. Skipping the best slate of the year tonight to take you to Applebee's. Sure we can. Yeah, tell your girl you're skipping Monday Night Football tonight. And because you love her, not because the game sucks. Okay, tell her that you're skipping it. You sat down at your desk today, you thought about it, you said, you know what? It's been a while since we went out, and let's put you first. Make it seem like it's about her. That'll buy you some good points. Good shit, Allie. Good shit. Any other games? God damn, this college basketball slate blows. Pacific is -6.5 against a terrible Cal Poly team. I kind of like the spot for this Pacific team, but God, man, is this Pacific team good, or were they just frauds and look good in those first couple games? We saw what happened with this team last year when they got out to a hot start and then just died. Maybe they just got out to a decent start this year, and this is actually the team that they are. But Jovan, they lost to fucking Cal State Fullerton about a week ago when they were -3.5. They lost by 3. Both teams put up points in the 90s, though, so the offense was there. They couldn't play a lick a day. They lost to my Mountaineers, who I kind of root for a little bit. My parents went there. I mean, the Mount this year sucks. So they lost to them when they were -6.5, and they lost to Idaho, who we know sucks. They always suck. They lost to Idaho as -13.5 favorites. They lost that game outright. Cal Poly on the other side, they're coming off a cover to Idaho. They're looking good. They beat Idaho. Pacific, that line has moved from -6 to -6.5. I am seeing them, get a little bit of money, but I don't even really care. I don't even really care. I think this Pacific team wakes up. From what I'm seeing from this line and the movements, I think this Pacific team wakes up a little bit, and they're back at home, thank God. And I'm just hoping that they kind of get their shit figured out and get back on track tonight. But maybe I'm getting bamboozled. Maybe those first couple of games we saw them play great. Maybe that was a crock of shit. But I'm going to back Jordan Ivy Curry tonight in Pacific. What are you thinking?
I mean, I definitely lean their way. Am I willing to back that team because they can't defend a parked car? Probably not. But that's I do think the line is maybe a speck too high for how they've been playing. But Cal Poly is just so bad. So bad. So, I mean, probably keep me away.
Yes, they are so bad, 100%. But, keyword but here, Cal Poly just beat Cal Poly just beat Idaho by 10, and Pacific just lost to Idaho when they were the favorite. And now you're seeing Pacific. I mean, let's be honest, these are two schools that the majority of the people don't know a lick about, right? People aren't going to know that they're not going to know that our guy, Luke Abdovic, or however the fuck you say his name, the white guy on Pacific, the transfer came in for Northern Arizona, who was like an absolute bucket for that school for 3 years. They're not going to know that this guy is supposed to be the next cool thing. But he's been playing like shit too in his last couple of games. So I don't know. I'm going to take a shot on Pacific tonight. I like them. I think them being -6.5 when they opened up -6, moving that way, I like it. I wouldn't mind seeing that get to 7. I would not mind it one bit. And I think Pacific gets back on track tonight in the late night game, and they absolutely roll against conference rival. All right? Bring back the snack wrap. Yeah, please. That shit smacks. 100%. 100%. Yeah. $3 for a McChicken now? Goodness gracious. In this economy, you kidding me?
Absolute robbery.
But yeah, give me Pacific, bro. I like them.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind.
You don't want to take a stab at them, though, huh?
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll see if you get a little point or so move, additional point move, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Sure.
I'll
what are you thinking for this Monday Night Football game tonight? What are we thinking here? You think Kenny Pickett keeps trending upwards and Pittsburgh wins this game? What are you thinking?
I think I'm gonna stab my eyes out with a fork.
Okay, that's yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a gross game. Like, I think that the under makes a lot of sense, but I think it's gonna be ugly. I really think it is. And both of these teams have so much to figure out, and a lot of scheme matchups that don't really lend to too much offense. So that would probably be my play if anything. I don't care to get involved, really.
Mm.
Like, I mean, like the Steelers too, I'd probably lean their side, but it's just so gross. And it's so I don't like this because I mean, you look at it on one side, this is a Colts team that I'm not really going to want to back due to they're trending so upwards and they've been playing really well. Jeff Saturday in the locker room is making a huge difference, whether it is schematically with the X's and O's or whatever it may be. Huge difference for that team, that locker room, the way they're playing, the way they're responding. It's a team that's trending up, and at the same time, it's a Tomlin defense going up against a very one-dimensional offense and Matt Ryan. So it's hard. It's like something's got to give there, right? So I'd lean for it to be Tomlin and that defense, but who's going to get it done? It's going to be a game that's probably going to get decided by a late score, and there's not going to be too many of them. So lean to that under, lean to the Steelers, but no rush to get involved.
Okay. There's a fucking fry battle right now going on in chat, and there's disrespect going on to Five Guys, and I will not have that in this chat.
What have we been seeing? What have we been seeing?
Low key, iCarly, I will not be having that slander in this chat. You throw some vinegar on those pups, some ketchup. Sure, some they can.
Vinegar, or we're just spraying vinegar on fries. That's crazy.
100%. We're putting vinegar on those fries. 1,000,000%. You never put a little bit of vin on a French fry? Grow up.
That ain't no.
Grow up.
That ain't for people like me. That's for sure.
Unbelievable, bro. Bro, the Five Guys fries, maybe a little bit of Cajun on there, a little Cajun sauce.
Hey, see, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, a little vinegar though, sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Absolute smacks. Krabs take shots of vinegar before stream, dude.
I can see it. I mean, you drink black peppermint coffee, might as well be vinegar.
Cheers.
Crazy.
Hey, it's in season right now though, so I don't get crazy looks.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're drinking black peppermint in the summer. Got to be getting wild looks. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I do. I get some crazy looks, but you know what? I look back. I just stare right back. Fuck them.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Okay. Vinegar is swimming in piss. Dude, Nightbot, be nice. There's vinegar and ketchup and mad sugar. Awesome. That's why it tastes so good. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. There's a lot of good fries out there. A lot of good fries. Yeah,
and somebody said Shake Shack fries. Bro, those taste like your fucking middle school fries. Those are some serious mid. Serious mid. There, I said it. The crinkle fries, get those crinkle fries out of here. I don't got time to eat those fucking oven cooked fries, bro. Get them out of here. Those are dusty as hell. Dusty as hell.
They're not great. Not great. Those mid, In-N-Out fries, garbage.
Yeah, they are.
Checkers fries are probably the most slept on fast food fry out there.
Checkers fries?
Checkers fries. Super slept on.
I've never been.
Got to make your way.
Never been. That place kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
All right. College basketballs. Making sure there wasn't any other games on here that I'm missing.
Let's see.
The games today suck.
Milwaukee, maybe.
I don't hate San Diego's after losing outright to Nickel State. Home against Longwood, a tournament team. That Longwood team, they lost some serious guys from that tournament team last year. I don't hate that look. USD's.
Not against that.
I don't like the way the line moved.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the line should be fatter. That's what scares me.
You think USD should be more of a favorite?
Yeah. They're what? 6-point favorites? Yeah, 6-point favorites against Nichols, who I'd say is I think they're a little better, to be honest with you, than Longhorn.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe the books are tired of overvaluing San Diego, though, after getting crushed in the last two games. They lost to New Mexico State as a favorite, too, the game before. So, Longwood's coming off of beating a made-up school. So,
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I kind of like ST. I've seen them boys play this year too. I don't like the way that line has moved. So maybe if it holds or moves back towards San Diego, I might give them a look. But for right now, I might have to wait. To be honest with you. Columbia. I don't know if I want to bet on Columbia. That team blows.
They're very bad. Very bad.
Keep me off that game. Our guy Austin says he's got a nasty NHL play, Blues ML. Yeah, I can get behind the Blues ML today.
Yeah, for sure.
I can. Are they on a losing streak too?
The Blues?
No, they won. They were going through it though.
Yeah, they were really bad for a little stretch there, but they're been playing better. Lost a couple games last week, but they're fine.
Okay. Well, let's get some options out here for the people. Let's start brainstorming here because I want to hit one. We've lost 3 squad rides in a row. Unacceptable. I take the blame. We didn't have you here. We were rushed. I take blame. Okay. We bounce back today. I think we put Pittsburgh in there plus 2.5. I think we put Seattle plus 5.5. I think we put that Seattle under in there.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that play too?
Yep.
Under 141.5. I think we put in. You want to put in Buffalo on the ice?
We'll wait. We can get that one out.
What about the Rangers?
Did they have anything out yet? If they didn't go pick them the dog, I would be more inclined.
Okay, maybe we stay off the ice then. That's okay.
Yeah,
Toronto -3. NBA. Do we dare even get entangled with the NBA?
See, that's my worry because I don't want to put them in and then magically the entire Raptors starting 5 is back by game time.
What about the Whiz Kids?
Honestly, same thing because they went dog to favorite and still growing. That it gets my eye, catching my interest. But if we go in and we're buying an unreal amount of good news, we're gonna be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put Nevada in there?
Yeah, we can definitely put Nevada in there.
Yeah, Kuz isn't on the injury report anymore. Yeah, so that's scary.
Is he really? Is he good to go now? That's probably why the line's moving that way. Yeah, you're right. He's good to go. Okay. That's why the line's moving that way.
So I bet he's not. Brian Elliott's a net for the Lightning, but
okay.
Luukkonen's also a net for the Sabres.
All right. Well, why don't we do Pittsburgh plus 2.5 on the gridiron? Why don't we do Seattle plus 5.5? Why don't we do that Seattle under 141.5? Why don't we do Nevada -4.5? And I mean, I like Pacific tonight. I like San Diego tonight. I wouldn't be opposed to putting Minnesota in there. Like, are there any other plays that you think you're going to put your money on that are not on this list that we want to put in there?
I mean, I'm going to be betting on Minnesota.
You're taking Minnesota?
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay. Why don't we put that in there?
Let's do it.
All right, chat. Listen up. Get your damn pens clicked. Get your notebooks opened. All right. Get that brain moving. We've got Pitt plus 2.5. We've got Seattle plus 5.5. I like that play. We've got Seattle, Washington under 141.5. We've got Nevada -4.5. And we've got Minnesota plus 11.5. Okay. Plenty of options to choose from, chat. Plenty of options to choose from. And then tomorrow we will have some better college football games to talk about because the games today fucking blow. All right.
Yes.
But there's only so much we can do.
Filthy.
All right. There's only so much we can do. Get your votes in. Polls up. Get your votes in. We need to get back on track today. All right. We do. Yeah. We do. Yeah, chat, no pressure. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Yeah. We probably know it's gonna win. We probably know.
Yeah. Let's see. I voted for Seattle. I like that play. Already down to 5 on some books. Okay, good. Damn, San Diego's getting slammed on the books.
Really?
Holy smokes, yeah. Troy's getting some bets too, more than I thought. Incarnate Word is getting some serious coin. Scares me a little bit. Minnesota's pretty 50-50. Okay. Any World Cup games on today that are crazy?
We only got one left because it's all of them are in the morning because we're in Qatar.
Whoa, true.
Yeah, big game. Portugal, Uruguay starting up in 10 minutes.
They got a Messi, they got a fucking Ronaldo goal prop up on PrizePicks.
Do they?
No. They have his shots over 2.5 shots boosted. They do not have the goals up. That's probably still going to go under.
Yeah. Take the under on his regular one.
Take the under on what?
Take the under on his regular prop.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Get your votes in, chat. Get your votes in. Yeah, do penalty kicks count as shots on goal? They probably do, right?
Should. I don't know.
Okay. We know he takes all those, but I don't know if he's going to be getting any other ones, to be honest with you. My soccer buddies were telling me he looks a little washed and that they shouldn't be running the offense through him as much. And they got some other good pieces they should be using. What are your thoughts on that?
Not wrong. I mean, he hasn't been doing much. It's looking a little washed, but big players show up in big minutes. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Shut my phone. What do you think of the Army-Navy college football line? That's a great question. And I know you texted me those uniforms too, which are so fresh, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, the line is out, and Army's -2.5. Wow. So here's the deal with the Army-Navy game, guys. And by the way, vote in chat. Vote for the poll, please. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with this Army-Navy game. The under has hit in these games the last 14 years in a row. Also, what is this? Over 2.5 +115 to +127 with 70% of bets. 70% of tickets and Uruguay spread -132, -120 with 93% of ticks. What? What?
Under?
I guess.
I just want to take Uruguay money line. Cut the shit.
Okay. Yeah, I like Boston. Colin's saying I like Boston ML today in college basketball is what he's saying. I don't know, man. I like UCSD I like UC Davis. I like UC Davis, Colin. But I'm not betting anything in those fucking day games. Fuck those. Okay. All right, we got Seattle as the squad ride. Can we please get back on track today? Holy smokes. Looking like it's going to be Seattle's. Okay. But yeah, here's the deal about that fucking Army-Navy game. And if you can grab Navy +2.5, I'd grab that ASAP, by the way, because we're winning that goddamn game. But the under has hit in this game the last 14 years, and I'm going to bet the over and double it down every fucking year until it hits or until I'm a hobo. All right? So I'll be on the over again. It should have hit last year too. They only needed 10 points in the second half, and I think they only got a touchdown or some bullshit. They got off to this crazy hot start, whatever. I'm going to be on the over again, and I'm going to be there in Philly as well. So stay posted about that, guys. I will be at that game. So if anybody's going to be in Philly for the Army-Navy game, let me know. Okay. Give me the over. It's got to hit at some point, right?
Has to, eventually.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, Seattle did win the poll. Don't give my guy, Ref the Bets, any shit in chat today, okay? He had that shit posted at 9 a.m. this morning. I woke up with a text from him saying Seattle's, okay? So don't give my man any shit. He bets just like we do. He's going to be on the same plays as us every day. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, okay? I'm going to tell you how my night's going to go, all right? Going to get some college basketball bets in. Going to get some of those in. Going to get some fucking Steelers bets in. DraftKings advertising Matt Ryan's pass yards at 234.5, saying the Steelers allow an average of 272. Huh. Maybe we take that under.
Just maybe.
Maybe we take that under.
You know, you pair it with?
What are you going to pair it with, huh?
The other under that I take every single time it's up by itself in the NHL.
Oh, no. It's the only one up?
Oh, yeah. Only one.
My God. You talking about Austin Matthews, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
And he's coming off a goal. Was he up that game or no?
I don't know if he was up. I don't think he was up, but I know he wasn't up by himself. So I pay attention to that. So take it every time it's up.
Okay. All right. Penalty kicks don't count as shots on goal, by the way. All right, new Tizzy. Appreciate that. All right. Well, we got the squad ride, Seattle. Let's get back on track, okay? We've got Pittsburgh tonight. Stay posted for NBA and NHL, guys. You know, we'll post everything on our Twitters. Going to shut this down a minute early because I'm literally about to pee my pants. And you know the surgical stream is back, okay? Trent, take us home, buddy. All right? Let's hit a fucking parlay. Let's get the bankroll built up for the week, all right? It's Monday. There might not be that many great games today, so tread lightly, but pick your winners. Choose wisely, okay? Jovan, happy Monday. Let's build that bankroll up, all right?
Let's do it.
Let's build that shit up. Why not us? Why not us? Seattle.